guys, Akshay here. Welcome to our channel Science and Social Lab. First of all, I must thank you guys because you guys made us to reach 100 subscribers. In this video, we are going to see about democracy and need for it, civics, social grade 7. Let's get started. What is democracy? Democracy is the form of government in which people freely participate in the governance of the country. They elect their representatives who govern on their behalf. The government is answerable to the people for all its acts and policies. Where was democracy organized? In the Western world, the idea of democracy developed in Greek city-state of Athens in 1000 BC to 323 BC. Democracy is derived from the two Greek words, demos meaning people and the kratia meaning rule. It thus means rule by the people. Athens had direct democracy. All the free citizens with expectations of slaves, women and aliens living in Greece had the right to make laws. But it was limited democracy meant only free citizens. How did Abraham Lincoln define democracy? Abraham Lincoln said that it is the government of the people, by the people and for the people. The forms of government. The forms of governments are monarchy, theocratic state, secular state, dictatorship, parliamentary government, presidential government, unitary government and federal government. Now let us have a deep look into it. Monarchy. The monarchy is a system of government in which all the powers are in the hands of the king or the queen, whose office is hereditary. Sorry if I pronounced it wrong. It can be of two types, namely absolute monarchy and constitutional monarchy. Absolute monarchy. Absolute monarchy means that the ruler has the total control over the state. All the powers of government are vested in a monarch. Constitutional monarchy. Under the constitutional monarchy, the powers of the rulers are specified by the constitutions. He cannot act beyond these powers. The United Kingdom presents an example of constitutional monarchy. Theocratic state. In a theocratic state, there is an official religion. People belonging to that religion have an advantage over others. For example, Pakistan is a theocratic state. All the civil laws are made in the accordance with the Islamic teachings. Most of the people of Pakistan follow Islam. Secular state. India is a secular state. Here there is no official religion. People of all religions have the freedom to practice their own religious faith. People following different religions have also the rights to build their places of worship. No religious activities is financed by the state. Dictatorship. The dictatorship is the government in which absolute power is vested in a single individual. Adolf Hitler was the dictator of Germany and he was the leader of the Nazi party. Our neighboring country, Myanmar, is ruled by the military dictators. Parliamentary form of government. In a parliamentary form of government, the executive or the council of ministers is the parcel of legislature. The prime minister and all the other ministers are the member of legislators. They remain in power as long as they enjoy the confidence of the legislature. The moment of non-confidence motion is passed, they have to resign. Thus, the relationship between the legislature and the executive are usually smooth. UK is presented as the mother of parliamentary form of government. Presidential form of government. The presidential form of government exists in USA. In America, the president or the head of executive is independent of the legislature called Congress. Once elected, the president remains in office for a full term of 4 years. He cannot be moved easily from before his term is over. The minister called the secretaries are answerable to the president, not the legislature. In USA, it is possible that the president belongs to one party, whereas some other parties are the majority in the Congress. Unitary government. In the unitary form of government, all the powers are vested in a central government, i.e., the whole country is governed from a single center of power. For administrative convenience, the center can create units and give some governmental powers to them. These units do not derive their powers from the constitution. The center can take away the power of units or dissolve them at its will. There is no need for a written constitution. The example of this form of government is UK. Federal form of government. In a federal form of government, there are two centers of power, the central and the state government. The powers are distributed between the central government and the state governments. There is a need of written constitution so that the central and the state governments may know what precisely their powers are. Sorry if I pronounced it wrong. There is a need of an independent Supreme Court so that the disputes between the central and the state governments may be finally settled. Indian constitution is a federal in character, but the central government is very powerful in India. The central government was made strong in order to strengthen the unity and the integrity of the country. The elements of democracy. After the Second World War, the large number of countries became free from the foreign rule. They all adopted democratic form of government. There are certain elements that made this system of government very popular, such as right to equality and right to freedom. Equality. Equality is essential element of democracy. It means that all are equal before law. No discrimination will be on the basis of caste, religion, sex, race or place of birth. The Constitution of India grants the rights to equality. The equality is ensured to the universal adult franchise. Equality also means absence of privileges based on one high social class. All must receive proper opportunities for their development. Many a time we find that the person has ability but he does not have the opportunity to develop his skills. Many of us are victims of unjust socio-economic system. Democracy aims at providing social justice and reducing the gap between the rich and the poor. Freedom. Freedom is basic element of democracy. Only in democratic countries can people have freedom. When one has the freedom of the speech, he can criticize the wrong policies and the programs of the government. It is because of this freedom that the newspapers may analyze the success and the failures of the government. The people can organize meetings, hold debates and campaigns for reforms. Democracy not only ensures individual freedom, it also protects the rights of minorities to preserve and promote their cultures and languages. The right to seek information from the government on any public matter has also been granted to the people of India. Decision-making mechanism. The legislative, the executive and the judiciary. The legislature. People elect their representatives to the legislatures. The legislatures may comprise one house or two houses, or a union legislature is parliament. It consists of two houses, the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha. The union legislature has the power to make the law for the whole country. The proposal for the law is called a bill. The bill has to pass several stages before it comes to an act. When both the houses have passed a bill, it is sent to the president for his assent. After the president's assent, it becomes an act or a law. The executive. Sorry, before what I did. The executive is an important element of the democracy. The political executive consists of prime ministers and the council of ministers. They take policies, decisions on behalf of the people. The Prime Minister is the leader of the majority party or an alliance in the Lok Sabha. The Prime Minister and his councils of ministers implement the laws made by the Parliament. All laws have to be within the framework of Constitution. Sometimes new laws have to be passed to meet new problems. The law regarding the right to information passed in 2005 was one such act. The central government makes policies decisions on subjects like defense, foreign affairs, finance, railways, etc. In implementation of the laws, the ministers are helped by IAS officers and other officials who constitute the bureaucracy. Sorry if I pronounced it wrong. Judiciary. The judiciary courts interprets the law and punishes the lawbreakers. It protects the fundamental rights of the people and also deals with the civil and criminal cases. It interprets the constitution. Judiciary plays an important role in democracy. It has to be an impartial while giving judgments. It should be free from the interference of executive and legislature. Hey all, thank you for watching. The like aim is just 20, and our next milestone is to reach 200 subscribers. Hope you all will subscribe for more. Thank you.